has every major U.S. politician on video doing something terrible, probably to the United States government has become so corrupt that the time has come, I think, to clean the out of the stables and start over.
What if I told you that right now an entire religion is being blamed for crimes exposed in the files? Some critics online claim that Muslims were connected to the wrongdoing in the Epps case.
With the release of the recent files, there's been this weird trend among Muslims online. This rather smug narrative is this idea that is a Western problem. They claim that this would have never happened if America was run by Sharia. Odd, considering Muhammad was in fact the Epstein of his time, and he's the prophet of the religion.
They mock you. Some even make offensive comparisons involving Islamic texts. They keep referring to historical debates in early Islamic history. But this claim has been discussed and debunked many times. But pause, because something deeper is happening here. Recent global conflicts became an ignition point. Suddenly, more exposure, more discussions, more theories. There are even claims that Trump took military actions to prevent exposure. And look at the world right now. Is he doing this because he's scared of being exposed? People started connecting dots, and there are major historical events. For years, Muslims were blamed, but there is still no definitive proof accepted by everyone.
Funniest is all the people who are telling you have to hate Muslims. Oh, hate the Muslims. Ben Shapiro or Mark Levin, hate Muslims. Why aren't those same people calling for full disclosure of the 9/11 documents?
He actually makes a strong point, doesn't he? Just look at the way he ends it.
It's kind of weird, isn't it? If you really wanted to prove that Muslims are bad, you would want all the 9/11 documents disclosed, wouldn't you? Just so you could sort of play out the horrifying details that led to those fabled 19 Arabs with box cutters committing the biggest act of terror in American history. Why would you ever want to keep any of that secret?
And now the narrative is being questioned. Even journalists are re-examining things. More cracks in the story.
A week after 9, the email reads, "Where is the real pilot?" Whoa, what is that? If you don't think this is an interesting story, you're not a journalist.
The Epps files didn't expose Muslims. It exposed corruption across the Western world. Leaders, powerful people, names you know, names you follow, names you trusted, all connected to one island. And now everything is coming out. Many elites have been mentioned. Kings, presidents, names everywhere, accusations everywhere. The West is slowly waking up. People are starting to realize who's really behind these criminal organizations and how Islam gets dragged into it.
Every genuine Muslim knows damn well that ISIS is an affront to Islam. 20 million Muslims who protested and demonstrated against ISIS and were making clear that ISIS has nothing to do with genuine Islam. We created that, and again I say that's not an accident. The creation of ISIS is not an accident. Agencies and Mossad create in order to justify our policies in the region, which are basically to destroy that entire region, to balkanize that region so that ultimately Israel can expand.
Wait, no way he just exposed the whole narrative against Islam. But hold on to your seat, because this is where he drops the sad truth Americans are living in.
You know, the American government is bought and paid for by Israel. And it couldn't be more obvious. Netanyahu's 3 visits to the U.S. Congress, where these sycophants, traitors in the U.S. Congress, sit there and give him 29 standing ovations, tells you everything about who owns the U.S. Congress, which is nothing but a den of traitors.
If a Saudi man was involved with Epps, we condemn it. We do not deny wrongdoing, but understand this clearly. Just because a human does something wrong, that does not mean Islam is wrong. Since when does a human's actions define a religion? If a priest commits a crime, is Christianity false? If a politician is corrupt, is democracy false? So why is Islam treated differently? People ask, why is all of this happening? Some claim there is a deeper system, a system of power, money, and control, a system chasing dunya, everything material, everything temporary. But at the end, there is accountability, and no matter who you are, powerful or unknown, the truth will stand.